Hello folks, it's Matt from Giraffe Audio. We're doing a new series of videos today. It's Giraffe Audio interviews, and for our first one we'll be interviewing James from Lode Street Studios in Bewdley. So let's get going. Hello, hello. So how long have you been up and running here at Lode?
Not as long as one might think. We opened on the 4th of January 2016.
Wow.
We moved into the building on November time, and we actually run a music school as well.
Okay.
So the music school's downstairs and recording studio's upstairs. The music school has been running since November, since we moved in, but we wanted just a little more time to make sure the recording side of things was spot on before we took any clients.
Okay.
So yeah, we open on the 4th, we have rehearsals in the evenings, and we just finished a session 2 days ago, and it hasn't taken us long to get somebody in to record, and it's great.
Great stuff. Do you want to tell us a little bit about the setup, your equipment,
Sure.
What software you're using?
Yeah, of course.
Stuff like that.
So, a varying locker of microphones with some good names in them, like Rode and Neumann and Telefunken. Shure, of course. Some good cabling as well. I know you guys favour the Megami stuff, and we've got one or two bits, but we'll build a Megami cabinet at one point. But yeah, but,
Yes, you will.
Yeah, we will. We shall. And then, so the mics feed through stage boxes into Zen Studio, which is one of my favourite things in the whole building. It's got the 12 mic pre's, 8 on the back and 4 on the front. The DSP engine's amazing. The onboard effects are great. It's got EQ compression and its own reverb. All very, very pretty. It goes into the computer. It's a fairly standard Mac, to be honest, but with the power that this gives us in the sort of sessions we do here, it's not been a problem. So goes into Logic, which is my favoured DAW, but we can run Pro Tools and Cubase out of here as well.
Yeah, okay.
So then from the computer it goes through our Satori monitor controller, which is the secret weapon of the outfit, to be honest, because as you know, that it's got the 8 channels of summing on it. Yeah. And we did a demo with a couple of guys very similar to yourself, and the difference in image is just astounding.
Brilliant.
That is the job. The focal CMS 40s on top there for, I mean, sounds a bit opulent, a bit much, but really they're our grot boxes, because of course we've got these beautiful PMC 226s that power the final sound, which the clients have been extremely impressed with so far.
Excellent.
Outboard's a little lacking at the moment. I've got racks of amplifiers, guitar amplifiers, because that's me, I play the guitar, but our 76 here, the Warm 76, is just really good for what it is, you know. I mean, we the price of them is incredible for what they do, and they just sound top notch. But hoping to get into a bit more outboard stuff and using it a bit more for recordings as well. Okay,
great. I mean, that leads me on to my next question. What kind of what gear are you aspiring to get in here in the future? I mean, you've just mentioned outboard, so what kind of outboard do you envision being in the studio?
So I really like compressors. It's like my thing. I don't know why, but they just speak to me. So racks and racks.
They're vocoders. They're not
Sorry, my fault. Just racks and racks of different compressors. I want another 76 to do some stereo work with them.
Right. So it will be another Warm.
I think so. Yeah. It's so good, and I'd like to match the characters as best as possible with stereo work anyway. So it'll be another Warm. I'd quite like an Avalon channel strip in here, 737. I would also like to get involved with some Manley stuff.
Very nice.
That's the
very
nice brand. Yeah, so like I think the Manley stuff really is a long time down the line.
Any particular Manley gear that you'd have your eye on initially?
A massive passive.
Yeah, fantastic choice. Fantastic choice. I mean, I've not used one for a long time, but it still sticks out in my mind as a piece of kit which made me go, oh, That's
what
why
it's
you spend
for.
the money.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Yeah, fantastic piece of kit.
It's great having the kit in, but of course, knowing how to use it, and I think the reason why I want to put off the Manly stuff is because it deserves the right amount of expertise. Do you know what I mean? Like, it's just if you start smashing the shit out of everything, it's like you could do that with any EQ. You could do that with any compressors. You could do that with anything. Why not wait until you've got the right knowledge?
Yeah, and you want the gear for a particular job, not
That's
just a catch-all.
Yeah. So it would be a very expensive paperweight if I had it at the moment.
Yeah, they would hold down quite a lot of paper though. They weigh quite a bit.
And yeah. Well, I don't know. Maybe if these are my grot boxes,
Well, there we
could
go.
get away with having an expensive paperweight, couldn't I?
Well, why not? How about 500 series? Are you interested in getting involved in 500 series?
I am. Yes, I am. But like a 1073 would be nice, and maybe you've got one at the store, a TG.
The Chandler.
Yeah.
Very nice choice.
That'd be pretty.
Very nice choice.
But I think at the moment I need to learn a bit more about 500 series.
Okay.
I think that's the way I want to go, because I like this oblong and not this oblong. It's just an aesthetic thing at the moment. But your TG is quite a pretty looking piece of kit, and I think a lunchbox with a nice selection of pre's would be what this thing needs.
We were talking before we started to roll VT, and we were talking about you wanting to reamp stuff.
Yeah.
For instance, the Meris for 440 is an absolutely brilliant choice for reamping. It's designed for reamping.
Okay, cool.
Its preamp itself is based on that API.
Okay.
So it's that classic West Coast sound.
Yeah.
I mean West Coast of the US.
Not
I don't mean Cornwall.
Or Wales.
The Wurzels are well renowned for using this preamp.
It's really good at catching rain.
So can you tell us a little bit about your background and kind of where your professional career started?
Yeah, so I've been playing music and been in bands since I've been a kid, but then I fell out of favour with it at university, and then got sort of pushed back into it by my missus, who is entirely responsible for the direction of my life so far now. I know.
Where's James? He's under the thumb.
Exactly. Yeah. You'll find him somewhere. Anyway, she sort of pushed me to be in this sort of semi-serious adult band, and we sucked so bad. So we tried to get better. I thought a good way of getting better would be to record us, and then we could listen back.
Okay.
But then the recording sucked, so I thought maybe I should get better at recording.
Right.
And then I sort of got the bug. So.
Oh wow.
I forgot about really writing and playing an instrument for a long time, and delved into audio stuff for a good couple of years pre-uni, and then I went back to university to study a degree in audio engineering, where I met a man called Greg Fitzgerald, who was kind enough to let me assist him on a Madonna track before I'd graduated, and he just gave me a wealth of information, and it was such an incredible opportunity. So then once I graduated and I got that credit, I moved on to doing bits and bobs freelance, and the independent thing, the running my own stuff, is almost part of my DNA. So I would rent places and dry hire a lot of stuff in Kent, which is where I did my degree. And then when it came to actually running my own business, I really needed to expand it, and being a guitarist and being in rock bands, where better to come back to than where I'm from, which is the rock capital of Britain, the Midlands. But to be brutally honest, I wanted to come home because I'd been away for so long. So coming back to Bewdley was a natural progression, and I was doing the mobile thing, the freelance thing. Yeah. And then out of the blue, I was looking for a premises, and there just happened to be one in Bewdley that was kitted out with acoustic plasterboard, had been soundproofed upstairs, stage boxes were all in before we moved in, and
it is fairly amazing story about the building.
Yeah.
It is absolutely. I mean, it's a beautiful building to begin with, and when you told us about the kind of how you found it, it is still a bit of a head scratcher.
Yeah, it was crazy. I mean, we the guy I said about the music school downstairs, we're now business partners in Lode Street Studios. So he brought his existing business here, and the idea was for me to bring my existing business into a premises rather than be a mobile guy. So we were looking around, and we found this building online on one of the local estate agents, and it said in the description, former recording studio. So we thought, oh, that's cool, right, keep the heritage alive, expecting the place to be gutted. And we came to have a look round, and downstairs there's the cobbled floor hall room where we do the keyboard stuff and some choir stuff and vocal, because the reverb down there is great, naturally. We've got a kitchen and a long room that we do piano lessons and vocal lessons in. So that was great from the start because we knew that we could move the school in. And then we came up the stairs and everything was done. The stage box, there's Ethernet ports everywhere. There's stage boxes downstairs in every room. So if we wanted to record a choir, we could do that. And
fantastic!
Everything's
and also,
in here.
I suppose you could use your downstairs room as an actual echo chamber.
As an echo chamber, yeah.
Brilliant.
Yeah.
Brilliant.
So we couldn't have gotten any luckier, unless of course it was going to be for free, which it isn't, because nothing is. But we'll take that on the chin and we'll pay for the place because we haven't had to shell out on literally tens of thousands of pounds worth of acoustic treatment. We're so lucky.
Yeah, it's a fantastic story. I mean, if you guys hadn't have found this place, it being a recording studio its chances are virtually none if somebody else had moved in here and probably ripped a lot of it out.
Exactly. Yeah.
So it's a great story.
It's great for me because we've walked in from where I live, so you know how close it is. Which means I can't ever have a snow day, I guess. But at the same time, I'm round the corner, so my number's on the front door. If bands want to rehearse at the drop of a hat and we've got the space and I'm not in the building, it doesn't matter because they can call me, I'll open the building and they can rehearse for their hours.
Brilliant, absolutely brilliant.
We do have people walking in off the street because we've got a sign on the high street. That's another thing about the location of the building. Not only is it in Bewdley, it's on the high street. So people come in and they compliment us on the idea, on the fact that we've got signage out the front and the fact that we're doing something so new for the town. So
I mean, it's great for bands who are going to come from elsewhere to here as well, because of course they've got places to go and eat. They've got the pubs.
Yeah.
The whole rock and roll thing is all around you.
We had a band in to rehearse last night, and I was getting a bit edgy because they were in from 8 till 10, and it got to 8:10, so I rang the guy, and you still on your way? He said, yeah, no, sorry, we've had a pork pie and a pint incident in one of the pubs. Brilliant. Okay, that's fine by me. It's your time. You do what you want with it.
Late due to pork pie.
To a pork pie incident, yeah. The mind boggles as to what incidents you could have with pork pie, but probably best left at that.
What kind of band were they?
I didn't stay for the session, actually. I should have. But, it's great. As you say, the pubs are on your doorstep, so when everyone else is recording, see ya. Do what you want.
It does help to have stuff around you. I've been to some studios which are in the middle of nowhere, which is absolutely beautiful. Yeah. But you're very kind of stuck there with the cabin fever setting in. So if a session gets too intense, go for a walk by the river.
Yeah. Yeah, see the swans. And the geese.
Okay then, that's absolutely great. James, thank you so much for being our guinea pig for our first Giraffe Audio interviews.
A pleasure.
And we'll put links and etc. and all that stuff in the description below. I'll probably do this bit again. And until next time, like and subscribe, and thanks for listening, folks, and watching, and we'll see you next time. So, thanks to James at Lode Street Studios. If you like the video, do like and subscribe. We'll be doing more. And, see you next time.